All right, one more performance to go. Let's keep up that great enthusiasm.
The veterans really seem to love our improv.
Totally. Now, this time, as people are coming in, I want you to get out there and mingle with the audience, okay? Be sure to thank the veterans and their families for their service to our country.
Tell you what, you guys go ahead, I'll just, start loading the car.
Yeah, me too.
What's wrong? The veterans think you're hilarious.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not that funny.
Me either.
I'm not funny.
Wait, are you guys scared to go out there and talk to the veterans and their families?
Well, we're not scared.
No.
It's just that they're adults and served our country, and well, they're heroes.
Leo, your mother is one of those heroes.
Well, yeah, but she's my mom.
Okay, I'm in. I'll talk to Leo's mom.
Hold that thought. Can Mrs. Hertz enlist the troops' help in greeting the veterans? Will Leo, Hannah, and Maya find themselves in conversational boot camp? Tin Hut, join the Knowledge Seekers for basic training on improving conversation in this episode of Thinking Aloud.
There's nothing to worry about. I know you went over the basics of good conversation with Ms. Carmen during the last improv meeting. Remember the work we did on breaking the ice? Now, I want you to get out there, introduce yourselves, and remember what you discussed and practiced. Just think of it as improv.
While the knowledge seekers go out to make their introductions, it's important to recall that starting and maintaining conversations with individuals in new or unfamiliar social settings can be challenging at any age. It requires both parties engaging in and sustaining two-way communication. As the improvers have been learning, to have successful conversation, you have to focus your attention on the other individual. You also need to think about what the person is saying and what you would like to communicate. Finally, you must respond verbally and non-verbally. Both are essential. For most people, their non-verbal expressions, body movements, and gestures communicate just as much as what they say. During successful conversations, both parties follow informal but very important rules of conversation and discussion. Each person listens carefully, avoids speaking at the same time as the other person, establishes eye contact, and maintains polite behavior throughout the course of the conversation. While these guidelines for conversation are basic, many individuals quickly forget some or all of these points and find themselves struggling during initial conversations. Let's rejoin the knowledge seekers and their new acquaintances to see the guidelines for conversation put into action.
Enjoy the show. Thank you. Hi there. There you go. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leo.
Hi.
Okay, so, well, first off, thanks for coming to our performance. Now, you're a veteran, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and when did you serve?
From 1989 to 1990.
Okay, here it goes. I remember from improv that I need to maintain eye contact, listen carefully, be aware of my nonverbals, and think about what I want to say. But I also need to make comments and ask questions that raise topics of interest. You know, my dad's in the Navy, so where'd you serve during the Gulf War?
I was stationed on the
Doing
USS
these
Florida.
things will communicate to the other person that I'm actually paying attention, I want to learn more about them, and I'm interested in what they have to say.
Hello, thanks for coming. I'm Maya.
I'm Sandy.
Nice to meet you. I overheard you were in the military. Thank you for all your service. What did you do?
I was an Army nurse.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to smile and lean in so that she knows I am interested in what she is saying. I know my responses can't be random. She is really interesting. One of the things we went over in improv was that comments need to contribute to the conversation, and that we need to link comments to what the other person is saying. Wow, so you were a nurse in the Vietnam War. I've been thinking of becoming a nurse. What type of training is required to be a nurse in the Army?
You definitely need a 4-year.
Commenting on what has been said allows both of us to focus on one subject or idea at a time, and linking our comments keeps the conversation moving along.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Larry.
Are you one of the veterans with us today?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for serving.
That's fine.
What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Army.
I can communicate that I understand what he is saying by nodding my head in agreement and paraphrasing what he just said. So you did your basic training at Fort Carson, Colorado?
That's right.
And then you were deployed to Korea?
Correct.
What type of things did you do there?
I drove records.
Paraphrasing confirms that I have been listening, and it gives me time to come up with my next comment or question.
Hi, I'm Claire.
How you doing?
Are you one of our veterans here today?
Yes, I am.
What branch of the military were you in?
United States Navy.
I'm not sure I would do very well out on a ship. I'm afraid I would get seasick. I won't bring that up unless he does. It's good to share your opinion in a conversation if your response is appropriate and you don't dominate the conversation. You can expand upon or illustrate your opinion if you're asked to do so.
Well, since you asked, I considered going into the Air Force. I don't think I'd be very good on the ocean because I get a bit queasy. I'm a lot better at flying. Did you ever consider going into any other branches of the military?
No, I didn't.
Respectfully sharing opinions in conversations indicates each person is interested in learning more about the other person's position on the subject.
It seems as if this improv troupe is really improving their conversation skills. You can too. Whether you're meeting a new person at an event, during a class, or in a cafeteria, it's important to remain aware of the basics of any good conversation. Parents can support their children by reminding them of these tips when they're facing new people and new places. Simply focus your attention on the other individual. Consider who they are and what their interests may be. Think about what is being said during the conversation. And don't forget to respond verbally and non-verbally. Soon you will be improving your own conversations. Keep communicating and keep thinking aloud.